Hi guys, my name is Tay Simone Evans and this is my progress presentation for Portfolio 4. This month, my SMART goals were to create media assets for Mew Magazine since I was brought on as an outsourced graphic designer for them, secure my social media graphic design internship, as well as secure 10 commissions for the month. This month, I actually had a lot of things that I really had to do, so time would sometimes get away from me, of course, like it does every month. Time management is always key, and I'm not always going to put that in as a takeaway because time management is always important. So I had a lot of different things I had to create for a lot of different people. So I was trying to do my best to manage my time wisely as well as make time for myself. Things I really took away from this month were to do things that are important to you. I feel like this is important because I always try to put a little bit of myself into all work I do, no matter who I'm doing it for. And I always feel like it's important to do things that are important for you and do things that are meaningful to you in your craft and your art and how you feel. If it's not important to you, then you're not going to put your all into it. Also, to take time to breathe. Sometimes I go so fast and I move so fast with everything that I have going on in my life that I forget to breathe sometimes. So I always tell myself that I need to take the time to breathe. No matter what I'm doing, no matter whose project I'm working on, what homework, what assignment I need to finish, I always have to take time to breathe and to slow down and to really take a look at all the what I'm doing. Also, don't beat yourself up. Sometimes I beat myself up when time gets away from me or I don't get to complete things that I want to, like when I was working on all these different projects and all these different things that I had to do for that magazine. I would beat myself up if I would go a day without creating something for them, but then have a day where I created 5 or 6 different things for them. And I felt like that wasn't really efficient at the same time because I need to take time for each individual design instead of rushing out a bunch of designs just because I need to meet the deadline. If I would have spaced them out, I would have had time to devote to each individual thing as well as been able to put quality over quantity, which is always important. So I had to learn to not beat myself up no matter what I'm doing. Also, this is such a big one, but don't compare yourself to others. I always see what other people are doing, and I always see, oh, look at this person's doing. Oh, look what this person's doing. Look at all these commissions this person's getting. And I tend to compare myself to others. And I have to remember that this is my craft and this is my thing and this is what I do, and I can't try to compare what I'm doing to someone else's thing because we might not be doing the same thing. Our goals might not be the same. Our outcomes are not going to be the same. So I don't need to always compare myself to others. These are also some of the things that I created this month while I was doing all these separate things for these different people, for all these different companies and clients. See, here are some Instagram posts that I did create for them as well that I felt like, were my favorites and the strongest. And I felt like it showcased a lot of the, creative things that I was able to do this month. I'm really proud of the things I did this month. And even though my process isn't the same as everyone else's, I feel like it is important to still showcase your process. And so talk about how you decide to do things and how you decide to get things done. So overall, it was a really good month for me, and it was a really good month for my mental health as well. So just being productive and creating things for others is something that I love to do. So I love, just doing that in itself made me happy. For some cool things that happened this month, this is my first time being able to vote in Orange County, so I was very happy to do that. It made me really happy to be able to take part of something and something bigger than me, especially. Also, me and my fiance's 7-year anniversary was on November 11th, so we were also able to get these things printed. He printed these for me and put them on the wall, which are my works of art that I created recently, and I was really happy to see them up on the wall like that. It made me feel really good. I was already having a really good month, so that kind of was like the icing on the cake. Also, my son, who turns 2 in February, also learned how to say the alphabet. And being that, he is the most important person to me in my life besides his father, it made me really happy just to see that, like, he's doing this, like he's saying the alphabet. It was a really big deal to me, especially being someone who is young and who had a child at a young age. I'm always, the butt of all stereotypes and the butt of all jokes. So, it's really makes me happy to see that I'm able to do these things. And he's able to do these things as well. What's this one? Thanks for listening.